What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, and we got some Shiba Inu technical analysis here from an analyst over at You Today, I believe. So let's take a look at what this analyst is saying about Shiba Inu's price and how it is likely to move, and then I'll add my opinion to that. So it says, Shiba Inu has recently successfully broken through the local resistance level that was marked by the upper border of a symmetrical triangle we were previously discussing on You Today. This development signals a potential bullish trend for the meme-based cryptocurrency, which has gained 9.6% in value over the last 3 days and reached the 200-day moving average. So we know once it reaches that 200-day moving average, if it crosses above it, the price is considered to be in an uptrend. If it's below the 200-day moving average, then the price is likely, or we consider that to be in a downtrend. So it reached the 200-day moving average, and it appears right now, if we take a look at this chart, that it's seeing resistance at this point. So it hasn't broken above the 200-day moving averages yet. It's slightly wicked above it, but then retraced, pull back right underneath it, but it is outside of this symmetrical triangle that we're seeing right here. So that's really a bullish sign that, you know, we're likely going to see a breakout to the upside. Normally we can measure the width of the opening of the triangle and, you know, add that to the end of where the breakout would be to try to get an estimate of where, you know, we could see Shiba Inu going to, and it looks like maybe around that 1250-ish range, somewhere in that area. Also, we can look at a few other indicators to determine as well, like our Bollinger Bands for, you know, a shorter period of time, to see, you know, on a, depending on the time frame, you know, where the price is likely to start to see new resistance at. But these patterns typically occur when the market is undecided and the buying and selling pressures are evenly balanced. As the apex of the triangle approaches, the price action becomes increasingly compressed, leading to a significant breakout in either an upward or downward direction. So it's basically being compressed, where it's like, you know, shaking up a can. Eventually, once you open it, it has to, you know, explode. So it can, you know, if it loses support, it'll fall to the downside. But right now, it's not appearing that way. It broke out. It's testing that 200-day moving average. Hopefully, we can break above that, and it can continue this bullish momentum that we're seeing. So usually when the market is indecisive, it takes some type of catalyst to, you know, either a negative catalyst or a good catalyst to decide which direction Shiba Inu will go to. So if we get an announcement from the team, something really good that, you know, everybody wants to hear, that can likely push us above that 200-day moving average. And as we break above it and come back and retest it and we hold support on that 200-day moving average, and then we keep going, then likely we're in the clear for the short period of time. But in this case of Shiba Inu, the breakout occurred on upside, suggesting a bullish trend. The successful breach of the upper border of the symmetrical triangle indicates that the buying pressure has overcome the selling pressure, meaning that more buyers are willing to buy as sellers lose ammunition. Basically, they're either not selling or running out of Shiba Inu to sell. So provided a potential entry point for investors who believe in the token's growth potential. However, it is essential to keep in mind that while the breakout seems promising, there's always a possibility of a false breakout, which could lead to a quick reversal. That's why I said we have to retest. We have to break above that 200-day moving average and test it as a support and see that it continues to go before we can really say that we're in the clear. Because right now, this could be considered, you know, a bull trap, basically where the price is appearing that it's going to be, you know, in the green, or is going to continue to go up, and then what happens is it encourages investors to jump in, and then we see the price dump. So the recent price performance of SHIB can be attributed to a combination of factors, including positive market sentiment, increased adoption, and strong community support. As the token continues to gain traction, it will be crucial for the development team and the community to capitalize on this momentum and work towards building a sustainable ecosystem for the project. So this is where it's time for Shibarium to do what it needs to do. We need Shibarium, you know, to show people the potential that is here in the ecosystem. And obviously, I think people are recognizing that. I think as we get those first few individuals to really build something beneficial on top of Shibarium, that will encourage more and more people to start doing the same. I also believe this is going to breed a new era of developers. You know, I believe Shibarium will basically turn a lot of the investors into developers as well, by us creating things that we want to see, things that we want to use, things that we need, you know, that can also help our overall goal of, you know, getting Shibarium more widely used. So I think, you know, things are looking up. If we take a look at the volume on this chart right here, we can see we did get a little spike in volume here, which can be a sign that, you know, things might pick up, but the volume did pull down lower after that candle. But we did come out of a, you know, low period right here. We've seen a few red candles on the volume side. We got 3 green candles on the volume side back to back. but it is tapering off. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that divergence of price going up, volume tapering down. Usually that's a sign that things can't pull back. So be careful for that one as well. But right now, just be patient. I'm sitting on my hands, basically not doing anything, letting everything do what it needs to do, not being, impatient. Because remember, these markets are a device to transfer money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. So don't let that be you. Do not get shaken off. Obviously, we need some people to be shaken off so that way Shiba Inu can continue to take off, but I don't want it to be my community. Now, that's all we got for this update. Just want y'all to look at the technicals, understand that from a technical standpoint, because then you could, be prepared for what's likely to come, just in case it does happen. Remember, we don't have a crystal ball here, but you can have some type of heads up where if the price pulls back, you can say, I was prepared for that. If the price takes off, you can say, I was prepared for that as well. But appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button, and we are